Yeah, in yesterday's class we discussed about like what is Power BI, data versus data visualization.
Yes.
That Power BI in short. So I was showing you like in Power BI like the steps. First, you need to get the data by connecting to different applications. Then do the transformation part. Then after that, like data modeling. After data modeling, data visualization. Then publish to cloud, and final users will be consume it. Right. So that's what we discussed, and we started with the Power Query, that
Yeah.
connection with the different applications. I think we started with a simple Excel file, so we'll continue with that. Like we'll see how to connect with the different applications, like a text file, or like PDF files, or MS Access, or again Excel files. It can be. I mean, we are going to see multiple examples. Let's get started now. Yeah, see this. Um, Here I have the PDF file I have. You can see this, all the products information, that store and sales amount. This is what the information we have. So we need to get this data from the PDF. Yes, you can get the data from the PDF as well. So see this, I'll open a new Power BI report like it is in, I'll open a new Power BI file. Yesterday's one is saved as a Power BI class file March 25th. So today's one, like for same one, like you see that like once I open it, it is showing the same manner. You can close this. Want to buy a Power BI license, it is asking. We are using the free version. For learning purpose, free version is enough. You need not to buy it. You can close this window. And first, I want to save this file in this particular folder. So let me take a copy of it and save Untitled Power BI desktop. I'm going to save it in this path. Yeah, in this path with this name. So instead of 24, today is 26. I'll select this 26 and save it. So now you see this Power BI class file March 26. Right now there is no data. That is the reason it's showing that add data to your report. You can create report only when you have data. So that is the reason it is showing all these options. So we want to get the data from PDF file. So if it is Excel, it is directly is here. But whereas like if you want to get from the PDF, you click on this drop down where you have all the options where you can connect using this Power BI. So once you click on the drop down, it will show you Excel, Power BI data sets, and so on. So web also you can connect and so on. But once you click on this more, it will open a dialog box. Yeah, here you see all. Like I want to connect with the PDF, I can click on this PDF. Otherwise, you can search it in the PDF, like this PDF as well. It will show you. We want to get a data from the PDF. That's what it means. So I'll select the PDF and click on this connect. So once I click on this connect, like will ask you where is the path. I'm giving this path. I'll select this file, PDF file, whatever that file name. Yeah. Here you see this like the PDF file, that navigator, just like yesterday. If I click on this table, in PDF you'll be having the pages, right? So one thing it is converted as a table, another one is a page only it is showing. Both having the same data set. So you see this page, if I click the preview here, you see page 001, it is having only one page. So it is showing this. If I click on the table, it is also showing the same thing. Do you find any difference? Do you find any difference? See the preview. In the table, you see the product,
Yes, sir.
store, sales amount. Whereas if it is a page one, it is showing the sales information by products, column two, column three, column four. Oh, there are, no, I don't want this. We want to get that page, and I need to click on this transform data. It is not enabled because I have not enabled this checkbox. I'll select this and click on the transform data. Once I click on this transform data, once I click on this transform data, it will show you this Power Query to you, where you can do some transformation, whatever you want. Yeah, this is our Power Query window, right? So this, you see this product column to store sales amount. If you remember, like in our data, in this data, product, store, and sales amount only we have, correct? So once I go back to this Power Query, where product, some column 2 it is showing, and then store, then sales amount. That's what it is showing. No, we don't want this way. Um, Actually, what exactly happened is why this new column 2 is coming is, if you go back, you see this iPhone here. This iPhone, it is showing I here and phone here. Nothing but these two columns needs to merge, then only it will be one column. That is a correct column. But right now, this is not correct. This just Nokia, it is showing Nokia, and here is showing the blank. So we need to merge these two columns. In general, in Excel, how do you merge? How do we join the two columns of values, two cells values?
Con
So using the
concatenate.
concatenate. Here also you can do this concatenate. Two columns or multiple columns you can concatenate by simply select these two columns. Once you select these two columns, like there is a merge, right click, you see that merge columns. Once I select these two columns, you have option called merge columns. Once I click on this merge columns, it will merge, like before merging, it will ask you, do you want any separator between them? Merge columns, like separator. Separator means the delimiter. So but right now it is giving, it is taking as a none. If I click OK by don't doing but not doing anything, if I click OK, you see this look like works fine, like Nokia showing Samsung, but iPhone without any space it is showing. If you want space, just like in the PDF file, I'll close this step which I had done. I'll select these two columns, right click, merge columns again. This time I'll give the separator as, let's say, space, and instead of new column name as merge, I'll call it as a product or product name, whatever you want, product. I click OK. Now you see this, it is showing iPhone as space like this. Okay, that's fine. Now this data needs to be loaded into Power BI, right? Right now we are in the Power Query editor. So how do you load? Click on this close and apply. And if you click directly, it is nothing but first option it will take. It means that close and apply. Close this Power Query editor and load it to the Power BI. That's what it means. I'll click on this close and apply. It is applying that query to Power BI. That's the reason that dialog box is showing there. Now you see this, yeah, in our Power BI, there are three views, right? Like report view, data view, and modeling view. In the data view, it is showing all this data like this. If I click on this report view, here you can create the visualization. But as of now, we are trying to understand the Power Query. So let's get the data using that. Okay. Oh, this table name, that query name, I would have changed it. I forgot to change in the Power Query while we are getting it. Right side, you will be having the applied steps above. You can change the name, right? Even if you forgot, no problem. You can do it right now as well. You can go here, this three dots, you can click and click on the rename. I'll call it QRY underscore PDF data something. Enter. Nothing but we are getting the data from the PDF. So now here is a task for you. Another set of data which is in again in the PDF, where I have the first name, last name, and email. What I want is I want to get the full name instead of just first name and last name. I want to get the full name along with the first name and last name. What I want, full name I want it in the first column, then later first name and last name, then email IDs. Instead of just showing the email ID, all my in my company, instead of email ID like this, I'll be using the alias. Like that alias will be nothing but without any @Gmail or what are the company name. Without that, I want to get this whatever you have here. this first name dot last name, whatever you have it here, same thing it should show as a name called alias. So that's the requirement I have. First of all, we need to get this data from the PDF to this Power BI, right? So I'll be sharing this file with you in the chat box. Let me try that. I want you to try it right now. I shared it in the chat box. Could you please download and work on it? I hope you are able to download that file. If any case, if you are facing any challenges from downloading that from the chat box, what I do is we already shared Google Drive folder, right? So in that day 1, day 2, day 3, all day wise we have the folders. Let me show you this. Here day 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This folder has been shared with you. So day 1 already yesterday's files, raw data files, everything is stored centrally. So this day 2 also shared with you, but there is no files now. I'll share it in the raw data files. I'll share this one. Yeah, it is uploaded. You can even download from the drive as well. Once you're done, let me know. Okay, some of you are joining from the mobile, right? So you can do this exercise later. But people who are joining from laptop or desktop, try it right now. Once you're done, let me know. Okay, let me set done. Okay, let me quickly do this from my end as well. I want to get data again from the PDF. While you're doing that, getting data, you can be in the canvas, there's a report view, or you can be here, or you can be data modeling, anywhere is fine. So I'll go here, click on this get data from PDF, nothing but I'll click on this more. Then we'll click on this PDF and connect. I'll select that all files. Earlier it was showing that Excel files. No, I'll select that all files. Then you can see this PDF files here, like this one. Click on this open. Now we need to load this page R table, right? So we'll take the tables wherever it is a table. Blindly you go with the tables. So you see this the table 001 and table 002. Two tables it's taking. Why? In the table 1 you have the many names. In the table 2 you have the only 3 names. If you go back and see the data here in the PDF file, you have first page you have couple of names, many names, and in the second page you have the only few names, right? So that's the same thing it is showing here, right? So I'll take both of them. Let's see this. I'll do it multiple ways. Same example. Probably you might done this way. You might selected this 2 pages. Click on this transform data. Once you click on the transform data, it is showing this table 001 related some 46 or 47 records names, and here is some 3 records, right? So what exactly we need to do? It should not be as a separate queries, separate data set. No, it should be both should be in the combined, nothing but appended. It should be right. So all these pages, page 1, page 2, if you have the page 3, page 4, all of them should be in the one table set. So how to do that? I'll show you. Let me select the page 1. In the page 1, in this page 1, once I'm here, in the home ribbon, in the Power Query home ribbon, you have something called Append Queries. So what exactly we're trying to do is this page 1 and page 2 related queries we are going to append. So here you see this in the page 2 we have the column 1, column 2, column 3 headers, and here also we have the same headers column 1, 2, 3. So if the headers are same, you can join them, you can append them. Of course, if the header names are not same also you can do it, but there is a little different procedure. Some extra steps you need to do. But here, yes, you can do it without any extra steps. Easily it can be done. Select this table 001. I'll go here and click on the drop down. There is an option called Append Queries and Append Queries as New. These two options we have. Let me select the second one. Append Queries as New. New means like it will create another query. So let me click on this Append Queries as New. So it is asking, hey, what do you want to do? Concatenate rows from 2 tables into single table. But if I click on this option, it means that 3 or more tables. But we have the only 2 tables. You can select the 2 tables. In the 2 tables, first table is this and second table is this. Okay, if you have any 3 or more tables, you can go here. You can select whichever the tables are. All of them you can move like this here. But it's already here. Like you can close it if anytime you have duplicated the tables, you can close that and you can click OK. So whichever the way is easy to you, you can do it. As it is only 2, I'll take these 2. So you see this first table and second table we are appending. That's what it means. So I'll click OK. Once I click OK, it will create a new query. You see this append as a new we are taken. Remember, append queries as new. So it is giving this append 1. So in I'll call it as a QRY, get data from PDF. Second example, so I'll take it as a 2. Now observe something. Here we have the first name, column 1, column 2, column 3 it is showing. So that is fine, but actually instead of column 1, 2, 3, our headers, this table header should be first name, last name and email, correct? So what I need to do is this row 1 should become a headers, correct? So if that is the case, you have option here. You can click on this drop down. You see that table icon, right? So click on the drop down where you have option called use first row as a headers. Once I select this one, select option. Once I select it, can you see this like first name, last name, and email? It is promoted that headers. Use first row as headers. So it has become a first row now. I mean headers become yeah. So that's what steps showing in the source when we appended column 1, 2, 3 showing. But once we make this as a first row as headers, it is adding a new head, applied step called promoted headers. In technical words, it is called as a promoted headers. If you don't like this name, you can go here. You can rename it, right? Like you can right click and you can rename this name. Here you see this rename, but let it be promoted headers. And once it is promoted headers, it is done. There's some data type changes also. It is done. So that's fine. Now these two names should be in the one name, right? I mean, we need to have the full name, and also we need to have the first name and last name as well. What do you do?
Duplicate columns.
Duplicate the column. Okay. So right click, select the 2 columns, and I'm trying to do the duplicate column. Hey, that duplicate column option is, do you see here? Remove duplicates we have, but there is no duplicate column. But if I select only one column, right click, then duplicate column option is available. So what you need to understand is based on your selection also the right click options will change. Okay. Sasra, you are not on mute. So right click, duplicate column. Yes, it is duplicated. Whenever it is duplicate any column, it will move it to rightmost, that last column. And this one also right click, duplicate column. Yes, it is duplicated. That's fine. These two columns we want to merge. How do you merge? Select these two columns, right click, merge columns. Once you merge, while you are merging, instead of this merge, we want to say call this as a full name. But remember that the separator, there should be some something like space, some delimiter we need to take. Usually for names, we'll take the space as a delimiter. Otherwise, you have the many other options as well. You can even give the custom one, give the custom name separator. But I'll go with the space. The new column name should be full name. Click OK. Once I click OK, now you see this, all that full name it is showing. This full name, I want to move it to leftmost one because we were asking to get that full name at leftmost, right? So right click, move left. Once I click on this left, it will move one column left. But instead of moving to one column left, if I click on the move to beginning, it will move to the leftmost one or beginning. So once I click on it, yes, it is moved. Otherwise, you try this like moving here using the mouse also, you try it. Yes, it will be done. It is simple drag and drop. That way also it works. Multiple ways it can be done. So we have the full name, first name, last name, and also email. So but we want alias instead of email. So what do you do here? Yesterday we learned it. Can we implement that learning here? What can be done?
Split.
Yeah. Split, right click, split column by delimiter. We have delimiter everywhere. That's it. Yeah. So is it leftmost or rightmost or each occurrence? First of all, if it is a mail ID, it should have only one at the rate. Agree?
Identity should be
Each
right,
occurrence.
but in this case we can go with each occurrence as well.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. We can go with the leftmost, but however, that email IDs will be having only one at the rate symbol. So either leftmost or rightmost or each occurrence should work fine. That should not be the issue. So I'll click OK here. You see this, all this alias we can call it, and this one, this domain name I can remove. Right click, remove this column. So this is what we were looking for, and it is done. And I can click on this close and apply. Now, what if my question here is like, what if that PDF file which we have in my source data, if the name got changed, is it going to refresh? Is it going to apply all the steps? If I do the refresh in this Power BI, what do you think? Refresh, we have a refresh here, right? Like in the home ribbon refresh. If I click on refresh, whatever the data it is getting connected, already connected. So all the queries will be refreshed. If any new data is coming, of course in the PDF you don't have any new data. Whereas if it is Excel file or any other files, you may have the new data, right? So it may be daily, it might be keep updating. So once you click on refresh, the newly added data also will be taken care, right? So my question here is, if I change this name, 6 task PDF file or whatever, like this one, I'll call it as a, before changing any name, if I click on the refresh, you see this, all are getting refreshed and it will show the updated data. Yeah, of course there is no new data. However, if I go here, if I change this name, something like this, something new I written, this file path, this is connected to our Power BI. If I click on refresh now, Oh, um, it is throwing the that warning message. Could not find file on this path. It is saying, and this one QRY underscore PDF data loading block by failure with other queries, because other queries got failed. This is also got failed. There is no change in the first one. This is the second one. Because of the change here, everything got blocked. So what you need to do, you need to change the path of it. Of course, not path, that file name. So how to do that? I'll show you now. Go to this transform data. Multiple ways it can be done. I'll show a few of them. So you go to this data source settings. Once you click on this data source settings, where it is got changed, is this fifth file or sixth one? The sixth one, right? Yeah, a 6 task PDF file. That name got changed to something new added, right? So select that and change source. Once you click on the change source, it will ask you where it is that file path. So you can copy that entire path and you can paste it here. Otherwise, you can click on the browse and tell that, hey, this is the one. This is a new. Click on this open. So nothing but that path is updated here. Otherwise, as we know that it is just added the new. Earlier it was like this. You can give space and you can click on this, write this type new. Of course, I don't prefer this way because you may do some spelling mistakes or whatever. So multiple ways it can be done. So once you've done this, give the correct path and click OK. Now it is showing that 6 task PDF file new. So this is fine. Click on this close. Now let's give a try. Um, Apply changes. There are changes in the queries, right? That is the reason it's showing this notification bar. There are applied changes. Some changes are done. Do you want to apply? Yes, we want to apply. Go to home ribbon and click on the refresh now. Now it is working. Praveen Kumar asking if some new data comes with new different PDF file. Okay, fine, Praveen, I got your question. Okay. Yeah, Isha, that files reshade already in the chat box. You can see it Google Drive one. Fine. So what is the Praveen question here is? Let me read it again. If some new raw data comes with a new different PDF file. So in that case, if it is Excel file, you see this. If it is Excel file, new data, if it is coming, let's say here, what is the new data? It is new data. If it is coming, you'll add the new data and simple refresh will done. But as it is a PDF file, every day new PDF file you'll be downloading from somewhere. Let's assume that new PDF file, copy paste here and make sure that that PDF file name is the same. If it is not the same, that Power Query, what is going to happen? I shown you. Once you click on refresh, it will fail, right? So just make sure that you copy paste, copy entire PDF file and paste it in this folder, particular folder, and make sure that the PDF file name is the same at the time of giving the connection to this PDF in the Power BI Power Query. So what is the name it is there? Make sure that it is the same name. So it will take in care. But one problem here is, one important thing you need to know. So here you see, right now it is a one page, and here is a second page that the three values. In the second page, even if it is not a three values, if it is a 5 values or 10 values, it will take in care. But what if it is a third page also added? Okay, if it is a third page is also added, then if you remember what exactly we have done is we have appended page table 1 and table 2 in scenarios like what you said, like if new data is coming, instead of 2 tables, I have the 20 tables now. Do you want me to connect one by one, that append queries that way? Not required. I'll show you another way. Understand this. I'll go here. I'll do it one more time. Get data, more. I'll select the PDF. PDF is selected. Click on this connect. I'll select the same file. Open. This time, instead of selecting the table 1, table 2, in future, right now we have the only 2 tables, but in future it can have the table 3, table 4, multiple tables. Correct? We don't know how many tables are going to come. So whatever till now we were doing, I was showing that was static. So instead of doing that way, what you can do is select this folder icon 1. After selecting this folder icon, right click and click on the transform data. There is an option transform data, load, refresh, right? So I'll click on this transform data. Once you click on transform data, understand here, it is showing some ID, name, kind, and data. In the data, we will see the tables. Okay. First of all, in the kind, what kind of data it is talking. So here it is showing that page data and table data. So this page, if I click on it, in the table place, you'll see that all the data in it, Of course, in the table also, you'll see the same data. So I told you that instead of taking the pages, take the tables one. So what I do is this data and this data is the same page one related data. This is a page two related all data, right? So we don't want to have both of them, it will become duplicate. So we need to get rid of either page or table. So I want to keep the tables but not the page. I don't want. So I'll go here, I'll apply the filter, I'll unselect the page, let it be the table. I'm filtering the data. Now you see this only table data it is showing. So all the actual data is sitting in the data one. So we don't need this columns now. After filter, what you do is select this column, right click, remove other columns. You know, remove columns, right? Remove column means the selected column will be removed. But this time, instead of removing this column, I want to remove other columns other than the selected one. So we have selected this. So remove other columns means this. The 3 columns will be get removed. So I'll click on this remove other columns. Once I click on it, yes, it is showing only this table one. Understand this table, first the data set it is showing. The first table
Karthik,
related. Yeah, Navid.
so we loaded the PDF data in this way, right?
Yes.
In case by mistakenly, if we did not get table in PDF, we got only blank. In such cases, how this Power Query will behave here?
See, if it is in the PDF, if you have some English written, summary written, then if it is a table formatted only, then it can convert. Otherwise, if it is some statement, some words, then I mean those things we don't need it. I mean that cannot be converted. Then it won't show the data.
So we'll get error here in first step.
See, it will show the page one instead of table. It will show the page, but that page may not useful to us. If you really want that data, you can take the page one.
So we got one PDF, and at the first time when we start working on it, we got some tabular data there. So we loaded here and we applied all our steps.
Okay.
And next day we got the same PDF, okay, but with no tabular data.
We assume that it will follow some pattern.
Yeah. So in which step it will fail, or do we get any notification when we open Power BI?
See, which step it is going to give the error is the step where we are selecting the table. Earlier step, filtered rows and keep only table we mentioned, right? So in this filtered rows, this place you'll get the error because there is no table at all. How can I filter it?
Okay, if we directly open the Power BI, then we'll get some errors in Power BI.
Not Power BI open, like Power BI report you'll open. Or when you click on the refresh, at that time you'll get the error.
Okay.
Okay.
Then we have to review it.
Yes, we have to review it. Correct.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. So here we have the table 1 and table 2. Remember that instead of 2 tables, it can handle the multiple tables also. I'll click on this 2 side arrows we have, right? So if you want to expand this, click on this 2 side arrows, just click it. Once you click it, it will show you like here in this table data, we have the column 1, column 2, column 3. Do you want to expand? It is asking expand. You see that expand. Once I click on OK, it will get expanded. So once I click OK, now you see this data dot column 1, data dot column 2, data dot column 3. Every time that prefix is showing as a data. Let me close the step which I done. I close this. Again, we have the same data set. This time again I'll expand. This time use original column as prefix. That prefix, the data dot column 1, I don't want. The data dot is a prefix, right? I don't want that. So unselect this and click OK. Now you see this. It is not showing the data dot column 1. It is showing the column 1, column 2, column 3. That's fine. And if you go down, it is showing all the records. Okay. All the table 1, table 2 data it is showing, right? So now I can go here, use first row as headers. We can make it, right? Like column 1, column 2, column 3. No, we want this row 1 should be as a headers. So go here and click on the use first row as headers. Yes, it has become headers now. So once it has become headers, what do you need to do? Like go here. I mean, if you want any changes, like earlier already we had done full name or get that alias and all, you can do that steps. Go here, close and apply. Praveen Kumar, is that clear, your query? Okay, Praveen, yeah. So let's see another example, get data. Oh, here I have some unique list related example, 7th one. All the snacks names here, where I have the many duplicates we have. If you see this, here is a pizza, again pizza, and so on. Many times it is repeated. So we want to get the only unique list from this one. So I'll go back to our Power BI, where I'll say that get data from Excel. There's a 7th file. Click on this open. We will connect it to that Excel file. This is a sheet. Instead of sheet, wherever it is a table, please select the table, enable it, and click on the transform data. Asking, is there any undo option? In which step you're asking for the undo option, Isha?
So suppose I had deleted some column and I want that column back, or I have done any changes, but I later realized probably it was wrong. So usually in Excel or Word, we have this undo option where we just reverse into a previous step.
Yeah.
Is there anything like that?
Yes, we have.
Or
for example,
okay.
Yeah, right click, duplicate column I have done. But oh no, I don't want to duplicate this column. Usually what do you do? Control Z you do in Excel, but here, that step you can close it. You see this duplicate column, once I click on it, close that button, so it is showing the normal.
Basically in applied steps only we'll go back and
yes, exactly. In applied steps only. Here you
And
cannot change the actual value. Let's say this pizza, if I want to change this value, you cannot change. The data cannot be modified here. Anything you want to do it from this these options. Otherwise, that you right click and you can do the changes, but not what do you say that you cannot change the values like this. And as you're asking that undo changes, that can be done with the applied steps only.
yeah, and Karthik, one more undo is like we applied some steps. Okay, so by mistakenly I deleted one of the applied step. So here we can't do the undo, right?
Redo, yeah, it cannot be. Yeah, by mistake I close this step. I want to get it back. I close this. Control Z or Control Y. It won't work.
It won't work. So again, we have to do that step manually.
Do the steps, yes. Yeah.
Okay.
Also, whatever new files that we have created or we have made some changes according to our requirement, we can save them back to our computer. Just by like saving from Power BI, we can save it directly to our system computer
Oh,
vision.
this data, what are the changes you have done? Again, you want to save it to Excel? Yeah, that data you can take it. You can take a copy and you can paste it wherever you want.
And so suppose initially we had made changes in a PDF file. So I can later save it as a PDF or as an Excel.
You can load the data. I mean, you can download the data into Excel. How to do that? I'll show you. But not you don't have option directly in the Power BI desktop. This transform data convert to PDF. No, you don't have that option. That option is there in the Power BI cloud, where you can download as Excel, where you can download as a PDF, not in the desktop one. I'll show you that option. I got your question. Like it will be answered in upcoming class.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. So this is the data we have. We need to remove the duplicates, right? So what do you do?
Select
Right
the
click and
column,
remove duplicate.
Select the
right
column,
Right.
right click,
remove the duplicate.
remove the duplicates, not the remove. If I click on remove, column will remove, right?
No, sir. Entire column is
Yeah,
duplicate.
yeah. So we
Remove
need to
the
click on
only
the remove duplicates. Yes. Remove duplicates means duplicate records, right? Like
Duplicate
whichever
records are
duplicate, it will get removed. So once I click on this remove duplicates, some of them are removed. Now you see this, it looks like unique, but is that really unique? Here is a pizza, again here is a pizza, again here is it is 3, 4 times, 5 times I see, 3, 4 times I see. So what is the issue?
Case sensitive. Case sensitive.
Yes, Power Query is a case sensitive. First of all, here you see this pizza is a proper case, here is uppercase. So because of that, this is considering as a one unique value. This has another unique value. For us, both of them are same, but for Power Query, these two are different. If that is the case, okay, this is showing uppercase, this is also showing uppercase, right? They would have all these three, 2 or 3, 1, 2, 3. They should be show only one time. All are uppercase, but actually there is a underlying like case as
Spaces.
also there are some special characters. So what we need to do is we need to remove the. I mean, first of all, we need to make it in the proper case, and also we need to remove the extra spaces it is containing. So I'll go here, right click, transform. In the
I think we
transform,
have to delete that remove duplicate
yes,
option
that step
first, right?
I'll show you that. Yes, correct. I understood that. Capitalize each word. Once I make it as a capitalize each word, this pizza, everything is a capitalize each word. It is done. And now you see this. After doing this, again transform here. I'll click on this trim. Trim means XC spaces will remove, right? Word to word, XC space it will remove. And if it is only one word, before to word and after the word, all the spaces it will remove. So that's what it is done. Now, we need to remove the duplicates now, actually. Because here you see that pizza, multiple times it is there. So right
And
click,
Karthik,
remove
I
duplicate.
think we have to do the clean also.
Yeah, non-printable. If you feel that like you have the non-printable words, then we need to apply the clean as well. In the transform itself, you have the clean as well. If you feel so, like you can apply that. And now, right click and remove duplicates. Once I click on it, now you see pizza only one time. But if you see your steps, we are getting the data source and some navigation it is done and remove duplicates. From here onwards, our steps are applied. Remove duplicates we are done. After remove duplicates, also still we have the pizza and all. Then capitalize each word we are done. Trim. Again, we are doing the remove duplicates. So this is the duplicate time we are doing the remove duplicates. So doing this remove duplicates starting itself is not correct. So close this step. If you in middle of the applied step, we are trying to close it. Once I click on it, are you sure you want to delete this step? Deleting this step may affect subsequent steps, which could cause your query to break. So if I am sure that even if I'm deleting this, nothing is going to happen to next step, then you can do it. So in this case, nothing happened because there is no dependencies. But whereas I suggest not to do in between. If anytime if you want to do it in between one, you do this from bottom onwards, you close the steps and do it again. only one time we are doing. Going forward, only refresh is enough, right? So just click on the refresh, it will do by itself. Like this Power Query, all the steps will be applied whenever you click on the refresh. Yeah. So I'll go here, close and apply. All the data will be applied. Just we'll give a try. We'll add a new data, whether it is showing here in the data set or not. We'll see. We'll see here which data set it is. I think snacks. Yeah. Here you see this last name is aloo tikki or whatever. And go back to our Excel file in this unique list. You can add some of the snacks names which are not there here. Are you going to suggest any? Right. Again, I'll write. And those are two duplicate records I have added. I'll close this. I'll go back to Power Query. I don't see this that snacks name which I just now added. I need not to do the steps already which I have done. So just it should taken care. The newly added data also it should be taken care. So what do you do?
Refresh.
Just refresh. Go here, home ribbon, and click on the refresh. Once you click on the refresh, it will refresh not only this this query, all other queries also get refreshed. Understand that. Let me do it. Once I click on the refresh, all that queries. Can you see that? Like all that queries are showing it, refreshing. And now you can see this idli, dosha, or whatever it is added. Yes, it is showing. Even though we added multiple times, there are no duplicates here.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So this is how it works. But if any case, if you want to refresh only this query, but not all of them, because performance also matters, right? So sometimes you want to refresh only this table, whether it is giving correct output or not, you want to see it. In that case, check out this. I'll add one more time, new data. Some XYZ, I'm adding. New record added, XYZ. So I'll go back to Power BI. In this, it is not showing it. Obviously, it won't show because it is not refreshed. So if you want to refresh, you can go to this table called snacks. This is the table name. Click on this three dots, nothing but more options. In this more options, you'll find option called refresh data. Once I click on refresh data, can you see that snacks table only got refreshed? It is not showing all the 5-6 queries. Agree? And it is showing this newly added one. Yes?
Yes.
Yeah. We have a factory 1, factory 2, factory 3 related products. From factory 1, all these products we manufacture. And in the factory 2, these all are the products we manufacture. Understand that like in the factory 1, we are manufacturing the product 1. And in the factory 2 also we are manufacturing, apart from the product 1, we are also manufacturing some other products as well. Okay, so it may be the same or it may not be the same. In the factory 3 also same case. So I want to see overall in these 3 factories, what is the unique list of the products. If this is your query, like if this is your requirement, how to do this. In the home ribbon, get data from Excel. I'll take this eighth example, click on this open. I'll select this table 1, table 2, and table 3. All these 3 tables data we are taking, transform data. We can use the same method like that PDF file 1. Instead of taking table 1, 2, 3, you may have the more tables, right? So if you're assuming that all the factory related, the products related tables only it will be containing, then on that folder, right click and transform data also you can do. So, but I know that like it will be always 3 factories, so I have added this way. So here is the table 1 related products, this is the table 2 and table 3. All these 3 tables we need to have it in the one place without any duplicates. So what do you do now? We discussed today itself.
Append queries.
Append queries.
Append queries, exactly. So how do you do that append queries? In the home ribbon, append queries. Append queries are append queries as new. Append queries means within this table 1 itself, other 2 tables will be appended. No, I don't want to do that way. I want to keep the table 1, 2, 3 as the source sheets, source tables. Like I want to create a new append query, new table. So append queries as new I'll take. Once I take that, like it is asking, hey, you want to append that queries, whether it is a 2 tables or more tables it is asking. I'll say that 3 or more. Already table 1 is selected because when we are clicking on the append queries as new, our cursor was in the table 1. That is the reason table 1 is already selected. That's fine. We'll add this table 2, add table 3 also add. But by mistake, if you added anytime more, you can select multiple also at a time like this. If anytime by mistake you selected like this, you can close, close, and close. We are only appending the table 1, 2, 3. That's fine. Tables to append. Click OK. Now you can see this products 6, 9, 5, all so on, like all the products are showing, but there are some duplicates we have. You see this product 9 is here, again product 9, and so on. So what we need to do now?
Remove duplicates.
Right click.
Remove duplicates.
Yeah, before doing the remove duplicates, some places, if you observe something, product 9, it is P is written in the uppercase, whereas some places it is written in the lowercase. So already we discussed that the Power Query is a case sensitive. Product 9 with the lowercase, product 9 with the uppercase is a different it will consider. But no, it should be considered as a 1. So what we do,
Select the
we'll select
column.
this entire column, right click, transform,
Transform low
capitalize each word.
capitalize each word.
Yeah.
Again select column.
Yeah.
Trim.
Trim, and also for
Again
better
select
side, you
this.
can also
Remove.
trim. I applied,
Clean.
I guess.
Clean.
See the trim and also clean you can apply. Yeah.
Then now it is remove the duplicate column.
Remove the duplicates. Right click, remove duplicates. Once I click on remove duplicates, it is remove the duplicates. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So this is what we have now. So we want to load this data to Excel. I mean to say sorry, Power BI. So what do you do?
Apply.
Yeah, of course, close and apply. Or just apply means it will show here itself. It will apply and it will show your cursor will be. I mean, your window, the Power Query window won't get closed. That's okay. But instead of showing like this, I want to sort the data. This product 1 should be at top, then product 2, product 3, or whatever the products. If I don't have the product 2, it should show the next product, and so on. It should be sorted that way. So how do you do that?
Sort by.
Have
sort.
option.
Can you click on
Right click. There is no sort option.
We
Click on
have
the drop down.
If I click on this drop down, oh, you see this sort ascending and sort descending. It is like just like Excel 1. The way Excel behaves, same way it will also behave. So let me click on sort ascending because we want product 1, 2, 3 and all, right? Let me click on this sort ascending. Product 1 it is showing, oh, surprisingly, instead of product 2, it is showing the product 103, 108, 125. But then it is showing the product 2 somewhere here. So if within the product 2, then 23, 30 and so on. Oh, this is not working. If you feel like only this problem is in the Power Query, not in the Excel, no guys, you're wrong assumption. It is working same as Excel. You take the same data. Let's say I'll go here, copy entire table. I'll copy this entire table. I'll open any Excel file. I'll opening here is brand new Excel file. I'll just copy paste this data. Entire copy I done, right? So that is the reason it's pasted here. Control V, yes, it is pasted. You apply the filter. You see this? If I click on this descending order, this is down. Like if I apply the ascending order A to Z, it is also showing the 1, then 103, 108, and so on. So this is how it is doing it in Excel also. But we want product 1 first, then product 2, then product 3, and so on. So in this case, any idea what you can do? People who are new to it, please think about it. People who are attended yesterday's class, they can answer it.
We need to separate them.
We need to
separate them, numbers and text.
Numbers and text, if we separate, on the numbers, then ascending, descending works fine, correct? So what I do is, I'll take a copy, duplicate column I do. On this, I'll separate. Okay, because the source data I don't want to modify. I duplicated the column, right click, and split column by delimiter. Space is my delimiter. Click OK. You see this, all this products it is showing, and here is the product 1, product 1, product 103, and so on. But we want to apply the sorting on this column, right? So I'll go here, I click on this ascending. Now can you see that 1, 2, 2, nothing but product 2, then product 5, then 6. There is no 3 and 4 product, that's fine. 6, 7, 8, 9, and so on. So it is applying properly. Now I can select these 2 columns. There is no need of these columns now. Right click and delete. Remove columns. Once I click on remove columns, this is fine. I can click on this, close and apply. I hope you learned many new things on this video. If you are interested to join our paid classes, you can reach on this number or you can also email. And also please like, subscribe, comment and share this video. That's it for today. Thank you. Thank you so much.